Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last, the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil dragon, and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf. For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended. No, that won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that, borrowing a little magic from her friend. With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking. At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a wisp of woodland air. Then, she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
Whoa! We're actually inside the story!
This must be Aunt Alice's magic.
Yeah.
A story about me?
Why don't we just see where the story takes us? All we know is the beginning at this point.
Okay.
And now a golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto the stage. What new chapter will their arrival bring?
Whoa! That came out of nowhere! Was that the same voice we heard just now? Yeah. But why does it sound so familiar?
I've missed this. It's just like the stories my mother used to tell me.
You mean... Em? She used to tell you stories?
Yeah, she loved it. Back when she was still alive. Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do. So, now that we're in the story, what's next?
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold. Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along. Perhaps a little exploration could prove fruitful.
Oh! Is that a hint?
Yeah, I agree.
This Dodoko doll is meant to be the witch in the story, right? Wait a second. All the people we've seen that look like that turned out to be mages from the Hexen Circle. Do you think the witch in this story is one of them too?
My mother had a hat just like this.
And the witch must be Em. Looks like this story really is about Durin, huh?
Whether the sprite spoke true or not, it had little bearing on the story at hand. For in that moment, what mattered most was not that she was a witch, but a mother waiting for her child to hatch.
Let's keep looking.
This must be the dragon egg, right? Looks like it's gonna hatch any moment now. So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and that evil dragon we heard about at the beginning. Yep, it all adds up.
This is my story, isn't it?
Okay, so how are we supposed to help the story along? It feels like all we can do right now is wait.
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for a way to help the egg hatch faster.
Oh, right! We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch, so that has to happen before the story can continue.
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient warmth.
What? You want us to roast the dragon egg?
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales it is told that only by fire's embrace will a dragon's egg hatch swiftly.
Huh, you kinda have a point there.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Leave it to me! A turning point in fate!
Let every unborn life be welcomed with tender anticipation, and may that warmth stay with it for a lifetime. At last, Under the witch's expectant gaze, the little dragon broke free from its shell. No living being has ever decided the moment of its birth. You were no exception, my child. I brought you into being because I willed it so, just like the witch who created that evil dragon. But I promise you this, your birth was wanted. You are loved, and you will have a different fate than the dragon that came before you.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason, I always knew. Thank you for bringing me into this world.
The waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had 3 visitors by her side. Together, they beheld the hatchling's first breath of life. Holding her dragon child close, the witch promised him a life unlike that of the evil dragon. And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
Wait, isn't this Mondstadt? Looks like we're back in the real world. Looks like there's more written on the page now and less ink left than before. So, does that mean we've completed this chapter? Yeah, but why does M seem to think that the story isn't finished yet? Durin broke free from the curse, came into this world with a new body, and even made a bunch of new friends. That already sounds like a happy ending to Paimon. True. Everything's always so mysterious with these mages. Guess all we can do is wait for more clues.
Huh.
Is this thing on? All right, that should do it.
Hey! That's Alice's voice!
Hello there, children. If you're hearing this, you've stumbled upon the little recording I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about how the book works. By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the book needs time to absorb the ink, so the next chapter's clues won't show up right away.
Wait, so even magic ink needs time to dry?
The good news is, you can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue to explore the mystical, magical storybook world you helped create. Have fun, dearies. Toodles!
Oh, man! Paimon was so ready to knock this out in one go.
Maybe it's for the best. Sooner or later, we'll end up being whisked off to another world again, and if that happens, who knows when we'll be able to come back. So it might be good to take a break while we can.
A break. Yeah! Paimon has a sudden craving for the Good Hunter's sticky honey roast. And we happen to be in Mondstadt, so...
So let's meet up here later. I need to find Miss Lisa to return those books anyway.
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra Abyss.
There. All better. Acting tough isn't going to solve anything. Now, off you go now. Take this twig. I picked... Of course. And do tell your friends that they're always welcome here.
May the light of the moon goddess guide you on your way.
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please. Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention. Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Change of plan. Quietly now. Busted. Take it easy. Get to work. The sky in that
Did you
one.
hear what happened with the sky in that
What
land?
happened now? The sky in that land. Oh,
Did you
what
hear
happened
what
now?
happened with the sky in that land?
Mona! We have something for you.
Oh, Traveler Paimon! You're full of energy today. You have something for me, you said? Is it some quick and easy way to make Mora by any chance?
Well, actually, it's some kind of task from your master.
Yeah, that's a hard no. Ugh, but I guess I don't have a choice, huh? An enterprising spirit is important and all that. I just know it's going to be torture, though. I know that old hag all too well.
Why don't you just take a look first?
Huh. This book doesn't seem so special to me. Oh, whoa! Letters just fell out of it.
Oh, maybe she's trying to reconcile with you?
No idea. Either way, it looks like I'm supposed to open these 3 letters in order. Well, let's start with the first one. If this is her task, it should be okay for us all to read. Come on, let's see what this is about.
Oh, how long it's been, my student. I'm afraid to report that getting up and about is becoming harder and harder these days.
Oh, the sympathy card. She could have tried to make it sound a bit more genuine at least.
Remember when I would chase you and you would run for dear life, trying to use that hydro phantom of yours to distract me? Oh, seems like it was just yesterday. Now you're off on your own, and I laze the days away in my rocking chair. I really should get some exercise again.
Well, then get it some other way, you old hag.
Now, I'm sure you're curious as to the purpose of this letter. And to that, I say this. If you want to learn how to predict the fate of an entire kingdom, or even the entire world, head to Sumeru and search for the gate to an underground kingdom. Once there, open the second letter.
Huh. But she knows how to lure people in, that's for sure. Is she serious about passing on her secret technique? Guess she really is getting old.
You two have such a weird dynamic. When you talk about sentimental stuff, you fight. But when it comes to dry academic stuff, you get all emotional. Anyway, this gate to an underground kingdom sounds familiar.
Wait, you've heard of it?
Yeah, it should be the same one we're thinking of.
Perfect. I don't even need to investigate then. Oh, that means no hired guide, no lodging, no shelling out Mora left and right. Come on, there's no time to waste. Let's go.
And since you didn't mention a transportation fee just now, Paimon's guessing that means...
Yep, same method as usual. Let's go.
This brings back memories of summertime. It's actually kind of refreshing.
So, this is the gate to the ancient kingdom of Conria. I'm sure a lot of secrets and tragedies lie behind it.
Well, let's open the second letter.
Let me see here. Yup, it's this one.
As the ancient Sumeru saying goes, rote knowledge bears no fruit until it is watered with the showers of wisdom. With that in mind, there is a phenomenon in this land known as the Sign of Apausha. It is a celestial mark that burns in response to an all too ardent desire for the truth. In that sense, perhaps it's more fitting to call it a sign of truth instead. The records of this ancient kingdom state there are several large subterranean lakes in Conria, clear and calm as mirrors, whose surfaces reflect the true stars. This is because the sign of truth created in the water is able to bypass the false sky and connect to the outer universe.
I had no idea.
To observe the gravitational forces and influence of celestial bodies, one must be able to see past the false sky. Only by obtaining these cosmic parameters can one predict the fate of this world. Now, my task for you is as follows. Open a sign of truth in front of the gate to Conria.
The rest is a bunch of stuff about the ceremony the old hag came up with to summon this thing.
Yeah, all these planetary trajectories and runes. Paimon's not even gonna try to make sense of it. So, what do you say, Mona? Are you gonna attempt it?
Well, I hate to admit it, but it looks like the parameters she came up with could work. Frankly, this prospect is quite exciting, and heading back now will just cost me another night of lodging, so no better time than the present. Emissaries of the enduring stars, wanderers over ecliptic and equatorial planes, radiant celestial brethren. Traverse the twisted paths of the cavernous void. I, Mona Magistus the Astrologist, invoke the power of Hydro to balance the scales. By wisdom and truth, let the thirst be relieved. I, Mona Magistus, the Astrologist, summon you, O stars, to stand before me!
Did it work? Ah! Monsters! How did that happen?
No dice. The sign of truth only opened long enough for the monsters to slip through. Darn it. I didn't get a glimpse of the real stars at all. Whatever. I'll just take it out on you! The ceremony failed, but the old hag's new theory seems workable. I have a better grasp of hydromancy now. And the perfect test subjects to test it on. It's upon you. Show no mercy!
Transfixed!
Phew! That's that!
Well, the old hag said to open the third letter once it was all said and done. But I couldn't make it work. So, should I still open it?
You know, Paimon thinks she understands your dynamic a lot better now. Look, she didn't say you had to successfully complete the ceremony, so you can open it. It'll be fine.
I guess. All the same, I doubt she has anything nice to say.
If you're reading this, it means you attempted to open the sign of truth. Seriously, I can't believe you actually tried it.
What are you laughing at, you old hag?
Conria was home to several lakes of stars, rendering the fabric of space in that area comparatively unstable. As a result, attempts to break through the firmament through non-physical means were more likely to succeed. In any case, I knew this place was well hidden and wouldn't be frequented by too many people. As such, any negative effects of failing to open the sign of truth would remain small scale. And of course, as my student, I felt sure you would have the chops to deal with the abyssal creatures that roam beyond the false sky. Even if you couldn't beat them, I am certain you could outrun them. You always were fast on your feet. Ah, connecting hydromancy to the kind of wisdom that quenches thirst. Truly, my genius knows no bounds. The practical application of the scryglass has also reduced disturbances caused by the false sky. Ha! I'd like to see Alice try and top that.
This realm is true. If you ever Given previous results, I should make a few adjustments to the experiment and ensure that the materials and equipment are all in order. As for the potion I need to make... Oh, Traveler, Paimon. What brings you here? We're here to help with your task. We wanted to see if you could use some extra hands.
My task? Oh, you mean the one Mr. Albedo told me about? The one from the Hexen Circle? Well, you're just in time. The experiment is ongoing, and I was just about to work on it.
Ongoing? So, you've been working on it all this time?
Yes. It aligns with other research topics I've been working on, so it hasn't been too much extra work. Still...
What? Is there a problem with the experiment?
I've been unsuccessful so far.
Oh, so it keeps failing, huh?
It's not as simple as just failing. The whole theoretical framework behind this task is a bit more complicated than I imagined.
Oh, right! You still haven't told us what kind of experiment it is.
One meant to develop a potion that can transform sweet flowers into a variant 16 times its normal size. That is to say, the formulation of Botanical Augmentation Reagent Type 4, Iteration 7. As you can probably guess, this is my 7th time running the experiment.
Wow! So, basically, we need to make growth serum. Or the 7th version of one.
Well, yeah, that's about right. This is my 7th attempt, but I didn't make many adjustments to the formula this time, because both the theoretical principles behind this experiment and the products of the process prove there's nothing wrong with it.
But you haven't succeeded yet, right?
Yes, I'm thinking that it's not my current formula that is wrong, per se, but rather, some other key element is missing.
Oh! Then Paimon knows just what to do. Well, that's why we're helping out. Wait a second! Paimon is not an ingredient!
We could try. It's just... I would need to adjust the ratios in the original formula, and that might make the potion even more unstable.
No! We are not trying that! Just Show us the original!
Here it is. That said, I'm still missing 2 ingredients.
Now that we can help with. What do we need to get?
I need spring water from Springvale to use as the base, as well as Eye of the Storm fragments. But that last one could be tricky.
We've got this! Let's go!
Let's tackle the Eye of the Storm first.
Busted. Overruled. Get to work. Show no mercy.
Alright, that's the first ingredient done.
Wow, you 2 work fast. We can get the spring water down there. The high quality of Springvale's waters makes for a stable potion-making ingredient.
That's all we needed, right?
Yes, let's head back. All right, the ingredients are ready and the cauldron is just over there, so we should be good to go.
Is something wrong?
No. It's just... Do you mind if I watch from the side? Just for the purposes of accurate recording, I mean. I know lots of people don't like being scrutinized during experiments, so... Thanks. Then, I'm ready to go whenever you are. I'll make sure to take detailed notes, too. So, are you ready to start the experiment? it. Your execution was perfect.
Really?
Yes, I don't see any flaws in the brewing at all. Let me extract some and test the product's composition. One moment. Yes, like I said, flawless execution. The potion is perfect. It's exactly what I was expecting.
So? Was the 7th time the charm?
Upon examination, it seems identical to the previous 6 iterations.
Oh! Wouldn't that make the results identical?
Not necessarily. Experimental outcomes can differ even with similar variables all around. You never know what the result will be. That's what makes experiments valuable in the first place. Come, let's test this thing out. I planted some sweet flowers beforehand which we can use. We just need to douse them with the potion and see what happens.
Only in the grip of winter do people truly appreciate the warmth of flames.
Alright, we poured the growth serum on the flowers. Is that all we need to do?
Yep. The flowers need to fully absorb the potion, so it might take some time before we see a reaction.
What happens then?
The flowers will grow in size while maintaining their original appearance. But then, when they reach 12 to 14 times their normal size, this will prove more than they can bear. As if some upper limit has been reached, they will wither and rot, assuming unnatural forms until nothing is left of them but liquid.
Wait, what? So there's a problem with the growth serum then?
No, I've adjusted the formula time and again, resolving all kinds of issues that arise when inducing small plants to grow larger. Issues like ensuring that the leaves don't get too large, strengthening root diameter and load-bearing capacity, calculating how the increase in surface area might affect sunlight exposure and nutrition.
So, why isn't it working then?
Because the flowers cannot transcend. As above, so below, is one of alchemy's guiding principles. Alchemy seeks mastery over matter, but this world has its limits. It's like a specification etched into the law that governs all things. Part of the purpose of doing multiple experiments is to determine if this specification is stable. Exactly. It proves that the limit continues to exist.
Okay, this is all a bit over Paimon's head, but basically, you needed the experiment to fail to prove that the limits and borders in this world are stable? Oh, what a weird experiment. Huh? Looks like one of the flowers is reacting. Wait a second! That's not a sweet flower at all!
Careful! It's a whopper flower. It must have absorbed some of the potion. Wait, but that's happened before, and it's never gotten this big either. Can this mean...
We can talk about this later! Let's get rid of it first!
Laid bare. Quietly now. Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Enhanced Animal Module 75! Phew! We did it! Even at that size, a whopper flower is just a whopper flower. But, was it supposed to get that big?
I could only make a rough estimate during the battle, but it looked at least 16 times its original size, maybe even larger. This means that the experiment worked.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
I'm still not sure what the implications are, but if further attempts succeed in reproducing this result, that means that something's different. Perhaps the limits and laws of this world are changing due to some unknown factor. I can't say if that's good or bad, but from an alchemical perspective at least, expanded boundaries means that more possibilities are now open to us. Either way, this brings my task to an end.
Seems so.
That said, It could also be an effect of the person who made the potion. There could also have been something special about this particular whopper flower. There's a lot that still needs to be confirmed, so I suppose this task opens the way for further questions.
Well, we're here if you ever need some help. Just think about it! Paimon could probably beat a whole gang of treasure hoarders to a pulp if she were 16 times bigger!
I have my doubts. The only reason the serum worked on the whopper flower was because its internal structure was similar enough to a sweet flower. If you drank some, you might become 16 times bigger, but you might also turn into a plant-based life form.
Yeah, nope. That's not happening then. Oh, by the way, Paimon wanted to ask, why is all your research focused on things like sweet flowers and sunsettias?
Oh, that's simple. Both sunsettias and sweet flower nectar taste sweet. So in that sense, accidentally making a whopper flower 16 times bigger comes with a hidden benefit. Because whopper flower nectar...
Tastes exactly like sweet flowers?
That's right. Once I've extracted the sugar from the nectar, I'll give you some.
You get... feeling totally recharged after such a long rest. Let's go find Durin and see if that book has any new clues.
Ad Astra. I am sorry.
We're all set for the next chapter.
Yeah, I was just about to come find you. Let's see what it says.
Now sprout to life the story's seeds, stirred by wind-born melodies. Then on that breeze the music leaves, fading into distant memories. Seek the place where wind and tale entwine, and once there, make 3 riddles into verse, and 3 melodies into song. For in poetry and song will this story start to blossom.
Come on! Another riddle? All that talk about wind and melodies? What do you think the answer could be? Oh!
Care to elaborate?
Wind, music, poetry? Tone-deaf bards gotta know the answer.
You mean Lord Barbados? Albedo introduced us when I first arrived in Mondstadt. I mean, someone like me was bound to catch his eye sooner or later.
It's better that it's out in the open anyway. Now, how should we track him down?
I'm pretty sure he's already caught wind of what's going on here. Why don't we just see where the wind takes us?
Right. He definitely makes it easy to forget he's a real god sometimes.
Traveler, Paimon! What a sight for sore eyes! And the little dragon from the fairy tale world. I heard your voices calling out to me on the wind. Something about needing help with a riddle?
Sorry to disturb you, Lord Barbados.
Disturb me? Not at all! To tell you the truth, I'm just as curious about this riddle as you are. Let me take a look.
What is it? Did you figure out the answer?
3 riddles and 3 melodies. That sure takes me back. The answer you seek lies hidden in memory.
Looks like running to Tone-Deaf Bard was the right call after all.
Long ago, those mages came to Mondstadt, seeking to test their strength against mine. But I replied, let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song. So I strummed my lyre and sang them this verse. O wind, welcome now, my guests. Pass through verdant leaves unseen, where shape your formless self may take, and offer up a graceful scene, a fleeting gift for welcome's sake. Leap at the edge of a sea of clouds, where land meets sky and sky meets ground. There frighten off the noisy crowds and bring my guests a calm profound. Fly beneath the stars up high, where mortal noise is swept aside, that my dear guests with starry eyes may share the dreams they hold inside. Now go to where I vowed to keep a quiet spot for them to sleep. No clash, no contest bars the way, just tea and mirth to fill the day. There you have it, the 3 melodies. As for the answers to those 3 riddles, I trust you can guess them by now.
The woods, the edge of a cliff, and the sky?
Correct! Funnily enough, your mother was also the first to solve it, all that time ago. There must be some kind of special rapport between those who write stories and those who sing them.
The woods, a cliff, and the sky. Oh! So that's where it is!
I suppose the spot that answer points to is where you're headed next. You should know, after solving my riddle, the mages even accepted my proposal and made that location their official meeting spot. And going by what your book is suggesting, once you found it, you might want to try playing the melody I just shared with you.
Guess you can be pretty reliable when it counts, huh, Great Animal Archon?
Thanks for the help, Lord Barbados.
Still got questions for me, huh?
Yeah, you must have read countless tales in your time, being a wandering bard and all. In your experience, why might an author consider a story unfinished?
Unfinished? Well, I guess if there's something left to accomplish in the story, or, oh! If the last line goes, "To be continued."
Huh?
Wow, your helpfulness lasted for like 1 second.
In all seriousness, I would think the answer to that question lies in your mother's story itself. It's not my place to pry any further.
All right then, we should get going.
I wonder when their next meeting will be.
Okay, we're here! Now, we just need to play the 3 melodies, and we should be able to gather the memories for the next chapter, right?
A musical performance? Huh. Out of all the things Miss Lisa has taught me, that's the one I'm worst at.
Even a war that shook the world could not halt the witches' gatherings. Yet even so, with the passing of time, 3 of their teacups no longer came to be set. The witches did not linger long in sorrow, for the Story Witch had brought glad tidings of her own. born was her dragon child, safe and sound. Her fellow witches offered up their blessings, eagerly debating how to celebrate the child's birth. In the end, they settled on the sweetest candy they could find. After all, what could be sweeter than the arrival of new life? And so, the witches' gathering turned into a birthday celebration.
So, we're back in the story world, huh?
As if from nowhere, new guests appeared at the witches' table. Perhaps they too had come to celebrate the dragon child's birthday. Yet while everyone else was busy thinking about what kind of gift to offer, these three seemed to have come empty-handed. Hardly the recipe for a warm welcome to a birthday party, now is it?
A gift?
Hey! What's this all about? We only just found out this was a party!
While the guests voiced their complaints and grievances, perhaps they should have been wondering what kind of gift to give instead.
So, we need to bring a gift to advance the story? Ugh! But where are we supposed to get something like that?
Perhaps it would be a good idea to have a look around.
Why didn't you just say so?
The witches went on chatting away, ignoring the empty-handed guests.
Hey! Could we use these as gifts, maybe?
At last, the guests found something to give the dragon child.
Guess that's a yes then. Which one should we go for?
Still, the guests wondered, what kind of gift might the little dragon really want? Should they put a warrior's sword in his hand and send him out on an unstoppable quest to save the world? Or perhaps a wandering hero's slingshot and the promise of a life of endless, uncharted adventure? Or maybe even a scholar's tome and the chance to take on all the world's unsolved mysteries.
Okay. Wow. That's a lot of pressure all of a sudden. Oh yeah! Technically, we're actually picking a gift for you. So, which one would you prefer?
You want me to choose? Wow, this feels kinda special.
How come?
For as long as I can remember, I've spent most of my time living in the stories my mother created. I always thought my mother had everything written out for me already, just like the toy figures in Constellation Metropole. What I wanted to do with my own future. Huh. That's something I've never really thought about. What did I want back then? This is the first time I've ever asked myself that question.
Sounds like this is the perfect opportunity to answer it then. It's been a while since you left Simulanka, and after everything that's happened, it might be about time to start thinking about your future.
Then let me give it some thought.
In the end, the guests settled on the warrior's sword.
So, your dream is to become a warrior?
I just really want to be able to keep people safe. If my time in Nodcry taught me anything, it's that a lot of problems in this world can only be settled by strength of arms. As long as I can help people, that's enough for me. Really? But I don't think it's enough.
Alright. They should let us in now that we've got a gift, right?
Hello there. Brought a gift this time?
The newly arrived guest presented his gift, wishing the little dragon a future as an indomitable warrior. Accepting the guest's blessing, the Story Witch invited him and his friends to take their place around the table. Finally, she could introduce them all to her dragon child, telling all in attendance about the moment of his hatching, and of course, the name he'd been given. It was then that the Seer Witch, diviner of the stars, withdrew her gaze from the heavens and turned a sorrowful glance upon the little dragon.
You gave him the same name as that evil dragon?
That's right. But the life I intend for him shall be very different.
What folly to love so blindly. For as you must know, a name is the mirror of destiny itself. He who bears an evil dragon's name must also inherit the fate of its previous owner. His fate has been foretold.
Then I'll rewrite it. The witches at the table fell silent, for they knew the Seer Witch's words had never once proven wrong. Yet, just as clearly, they recognized the Story Witch's resolve, for there is scarce a force in this world more fearsome than a mother's love. At last, the Merry Witch stepped forward, dispelling the uneasy silence.
So be it. Then we'll all lend a hand. Together, we shall rewrite this child's fate.
You mean to defy one of the fundamental rules of this world?
I refuse to be shackled by such rules. Besides, this is a witches' gathering, is it not? What could be more fitting a subject for this occasion than to defy them?
Oh? Sounds like an interesting experiment.
I suppose, were we to succeed in this endeavor, we might bring a touch of wonder to this otherwise dreary sky of stars.
The Merry Witch finally talked them all round, just like she had done many times before. Warm and strong as the sun she was, so much so, in fact, that those who her light shined down upon had no choice but to bask in it. And so the witches readied their gifts, 3 marvels of the cosmos.
For this child, I shall decipher the ravings of the heavens and lay bare before him the trickery of fate.
For this child, I shall leave a formula powerful enough to unravel the very origins of this world, that he may seek another solution for the conundrum of his life.
For this child, I shall call upon wondrous magic to make possible his impossible wish.
All the Story Witch had was the pen in her hand, yet with the love that flowed from it, she resolved to bring forth a marvel of her own. For this child, I shall leave behind the last story I will ever write, and with it, a path to an ending yet untold. With the witch's blessings given and received, the little dragon's fate at last began to turn. In the midst of the dragon child's birthday celebration, the seer witch proclaimed her prophecy. The child had been given the evil dragon's name, and with it, the burden of its fate. But hearing this, the story witch vowed to rewrite it all, for such was her love and resolve. And so the other witches offered their gifts in turn, marvels as rare as any in the cosmos. Together, they sought to test one of the fundamental laws of this world, in part to support a mother's love, and in part to sate their own curiosity. Oh, and I almost forgot. Our new guests came bearing blessings of their own. Who knows? Perhaps this extra bit of courage might be all the little dragon needs to change his fate.
Looks like we've completed this chapter, too. Those witches in the story were the mages of the Hexen Circle, right? They sure seem to care a lot about you, Durin. But, Paimon kinda had trouble following their conversation. Just a bunch of mystery, as usual.
The evil dragon's fate.
Oh, is that what you're worried about? But didn't we already take care of that?
Ah, the mages must have had a hand in that, too. Also, I was just thinking, which part of the story are we even meant to be completing?
Oh, it feels less like we're filling in the gaps and more like we're adding something new altogether. But we use the ink, right? And the book hasn't given us any more clues, so that must mean our task is complete. At least for now.
Yeah, I guess we're doing something right. Maybe I'm overthinking things. It's just, this is my mother's final wish, so I don't want to mess it up. Anyway, thanks for all your help. I'll let you know as soon as the book reveals a hint about the next chapter.
Okay then. See you in the next chapter.
I think I'm gonna stick around, take my time reading through this book. If you feel like jumping back into the story, just come find me.
badass. Thank you for
Take it easy.
Transfixed.
fulfill our pact.
Gotcha.
Overruled.
Busted.
Get to work.
Let's light it up!
Show no mercy.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
All right, here comes another one.
Gotcha. Fulfill our pact.
Looks like we're in for it.
Quietly now.
Use of force authorized.
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Keep lolling! Keep Papa! I'm going in!
Laid bare. Busted.
Looks like violence in here.
Get to work. Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Show no mercy. Overruled.
Suffer the wrath of Eastly! Teamwork is true!
Busted. Get to work. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Busted. Show no mercy.
Intel. Send.
Did you hear what happened
guy
with
in
the
Natlan.
sky in Natlan?